What up? What up, y'all? Y'all like my sweater? My sweater is dope, ain't it? I think I got Pac face on the back. But this video is dedicated to the homie OG double A from Los Angeles and JB representing St. Louis. Um, it was just weird because the homie sent me a text message out of nowhere, saying that they was gonna start doing intermittent fasting and see if I wanted to try it. And I had to tell him, man, I've been fasting since yesterday, man. I can't eat until midnight tonight. So it's been 2 days for me. All I've had is some Ritz crackers and some V8 juice yesterday, and some Ritz crackers and some V8 juice today. So I'm definitely starving. But with me, whenever I go on a weight loss thing, I have to fast first. Like I gotta deny my body for at least 2 to 3 days before I start, with the healthier meals and exercising real hard. But if I don't fast for 2 or 3 days before I start trying to lose weight, I don't lose anything. It's like my body has to kind of readjust and understand that, that J Sprue means business, that we about to really do this. So one of the things that comes up, as men get older, I'm in my mid 40s now, is high blood pressure. And I never had high blood pressure issues until this year. You guys know I teach special ed. The nurse at the school district, when I had to do the physical, said that my blood pressure was too high. She wanted to put me on blood pressure medication. And we don't really do that around here. I'm not 100% Dr. Sebi, but we don't do that. So I did my research, and two of the things that lowers blood pressure is cucumbers and bananas. So if you go to Walmart and you see distilled water, get you some distilled water. Now I know my distilled water is looking crazy because it's looking green like some ectoplasm. But that's only because I took a cucumber and I cut the cucumber up. I put it in my trusted blender, put the water in there, and then kind of poured the water from here that I put in the blender, I put it back in. So about halfway. So I know it's not necessarily going to taste the best. But it's really not that bad either. And they saying putting cucumber in your water is a good way for the potassium to get into your system. But I'm gonna, and like I said, this isn't that bad. It definitely isn't sweet, but it doesn't taste terrible either. So cucumber water, I would highly recommend that. But for something that tastes a little bit better, you want to get your trusty blender again. All right. I already got one cucumber piece. I'm going to cut off the stem. So that's going in. When you make your smoothies with the cucumbers, I would only recommend cutting off 2 pieces of cucumber. As you can see, cucumbers are pretty extensive, if you will. So they can last you a long time when you do this. But keep in mind, the reason that you only want to maybe do 2 pieces of cucumber, as you can see, I got 2 pieces in here, is because cucumber is so strong that if you put in like 3 or 4 slices, it's gonna dominate your smoothie. Like, you won't be able to taste nothing else but cucumber because it's that strong. But then you get your banana, And with the banana, it's pretty easy. I don't know about y'all, but when I use the bananas for my smoothies, I don't even use the knife. I just break them up. Okay, that one was into four pieces. And for my banana smoothies, I usually use two full bananas and just break them up. Now, you can just go with one if you want to, but I just found it a little bit more delicious and tasty if you use two. Because, like I said, you need something to kind of cut into that cucumber taste. Now, here's where it's going to get kind of controversial, because some of y'all, whenever somebody does a video about doing something healthy, y'all always got to be the expert and always shoot somebody down. So, almond milk, especially you Dr. Sebi people, you guys are going to say any type of milk is bad. And I've been studying a little bit, so I do understand that traditional milk is not that great for adults. However, I feel that milk that comes from plants or is plant based, I feel like is healthier. And of course, some people are gonna probably have a whole bunch of information, but I like oat milk. I've had walnut milk before, and I like almond milk. So you can use almond milk for your cucumber and banana smoothie. But if you just really not on that at all, I understand. Then I would recommend some V8 juice, tomato juice, and I would get the one with low sodium. And that's what we're going to use today. So, I'm going to put this in. You know, I'm not a drinker, but they claim that you use this for Bloody Marys too. But since I'm a square that doesn't drink alcohol, I don't know too much about that. Okay, you got your top. Gonna put it on. Gotta make sure that it's closed so you don't send this all over the place. And now you're gonna hear the magic happen off screen. Okay. So, I know it looks kind of crazy. Kind of like, it looks like carrot juice. And since my fast ends at 12 midnight, I'm only going to take a small sip. I definitely like it with almond milk better because the tomato juice is super super strong. To the point that it's even breaking down the cucumber and the banana. But at any rate, as long as you being healthy, yeah, these are the things that can help with your blood pressure. In addition to breathing, doing some breathing exercises every day, and also just being active. I think that we live in a society where all we do is go to work every day, and usually by the time we get off of work, we're tired. So even though we're working for 8 hours, we're not being especially active. And then we just say to ourselves, how am I going to have the time to work out before work? And how am I going to have the energy to work out after work? But I think falling into that trap of just being a slave to our jobs we kind of deny our own health, and I'm definitely guilty of that. So that's why, while I'm here on my spring break from the education system, I'm definitely trying to reclaim my health. So anybody out there uh, that's on that mission to leave a comment. Let me know some of your exercise techniques or some of your dietary choices. And I hope to give y'all a pretty good update on how things went for me after the end of this week. Jay Spuru, movies, music, sports, and life. And look out for later on tonight. I will give you my spoiler review of what I believe is the final movie in the John Wick series, John Wick Part 4.